downhill. Figure we get one more CSN tune out of this thing before I restring it, because these strings have just had it. Let's talk about the tuning first, get that out of the way. It's this. And it'll sound familiar. The Sweet Judy Blue Eyes Carry On, Pre-Road Downs. What else is that? I Love the One You're With. A few of those CSN tunes that are in that tuning. So people ask about how you get to this tuning. So this is not E. It's a little bit lower. So maybe it's E flat. We'll call it E flat. Where you tune it, or where they tuned it anyway, I don't know. It depended on where their voices were on a given day. Because like Love the One You're With is all the way down to C. Same intervals as this, except everything is down for it. So this one I think is E flat-ish, so that goes down slightly. A goes down to that, down. Now people ask, well, if you tune your E string to your A string to E, won't it break the string? Yeah, probably. That's why you go down instead of up to E. I've never tried it. Maybe I could, because I got to restring it. I've never tried tuning an A string all the way up to E. Up to the 7th fret basically. I assume it would snap before you got there. So it goes down, 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 or E probably would stay the same if you were tuning to E. Down, D is the only string that goes up. D only, and it only, in this case, only has to go up half a step. So people ask, well gee, won't that tuning put undue stress on the neck? No, because only one string is actually being tuned upward. So that helps, but the rest are going down. The A's going way down, the G's going way down. So you shouldn't worry about stress on the neck tuning to this tuning. Even if you were in E, I wouldn't really worry about it, because only one string is going up, and it's only going up at most from D to E, right? G string goes down to that same note. All four of those are the same note. The only one that's different, the high E, is at that same note. E is the same note as those other four. The only one that's different is the B string. In this case, it just goes down half a step to sort of B flat-ish, but that's the tuning, the Bruce Palmer modal tuning. So, tuning out of the way. The thing about the finger picking is it's fairly forgiving on this one, because so many of the notes are the same. It doesn't matter where your fingers land so much, except the high end, because the high end you want to go. Right, that's what you want on the high end. So that's on the high E string, 7, 9 on the B. Then move the whole thing down to 5, 7. This one's different. 4 on the high E, 5 on the B. They're only separated by 1 fret. Those two are 2 frets. The little turnaround is B string at 2, off, and then back to that same one you just did. Go right and come and do this. Impossible to sing it and play at the same time. I don't know how he does it. So you want to do that right now. In terms of the finger picking, again, the main thing is to get it sounds to me like he does actually so he hits the B string twice, but the first one, he hits it softly. So you don't really, you get the rhythm of it and the percussion of it, but I don't hear the note sounding as clearly as the second time. So it's... these are in the same fret, E and G string at 3, then 5, and then, or you could do it with those two fingers, whatever, 10 on a high E, 12 on B. Right? So the whole sequence goes. Now I make those two sound different. That's hit the G string first, then B, then back to G. The second one I hit B, G, E, B. So you get this effect. Now I think he does a little bit of he might go in the last verse, or maybe it's a live one that I've heard, but he does on the high E string. However you want to do it, however you want to embellish them. But it's a fairly simple, that's the genius of it, is it's so simple. That's the whole tune. Those are all the shapes. And it ends on that. It's sort of. Which is great because it ends on the line, wishing that my life would simply cease. And it simply ceases, you know. That's what's great about it. But I think you can have some fun with it, and especially if you're new to sort of finger picking, because again, this one is fairly forgiving on what your thumb is doing on the picking. And the main thing is to get that little melody going. That's the whole thing. I think the riddle of it is getting the tuning. But if you know something about CSN and Stephen Stills and the way they do some of the better known tunes, the tuning shouldn't be too outrageous once you've sort of become familiar with their stuff. Good luck.